Hey, good morning. Today's Bible study comes from Mark chapter 11, verses 27 through 33. And it reads as follows. They arrived again in Jerusalem, and while Jesus was walking the temple courts, the chief priests, the teachers of the law, and the elders came to him. By what authority are you doing these things? They asked him. And who gave you the authority to do this? Jesus replied, I will ask you one question. Answer me, and I will tell you by what authority I am doing these things. John's baptism, was it from heaven or human origin? Tell me. They discussed it among themselves and said, if we say from heaven, he will ask, then why didn't you believe him? But if we say of human origin, they feared the people, for everyone held that John really was a prophet. So they answered, we don't know. Jesus said, neither will I tell you by what authority I am doing these things. My boy, he is on them. Jesus had been back and forth to Jerusalem. He was coming back again. It tells you Jesus arrived again in Jerusalem. While Jesus was walking in the temple courts, here come them chief priests and them teachers of the law and the elders. You know, them folks who don't believe, who needed proof, who couldn't accept the fact that he is and was who he said he was and is. Other ones did, though. So with they conceited and arrogant selves, they come up to him and say, by what authority are you doing these things? What things? What things was he doing? Teaching, miracles, healing, bringing people from the dead, being kind, being compassionate, loving some people, knowing the word, telling you how the word is supposed to be done, confounding you because you trying to twist him up and he twisting you up, just being God in earthly form, showing you an example of what we supposed to be like. These things, well, the authority he had, which he didn't have to tell you, was from his father. But he didn't tell you that at this time. But the other ones knew. You wasn't going to believe it anyway. You didn't believe who he was in the first place. You was too busy trying to fight him. So you could not see who he truly was and is and what he came for. So they asked him, and who gave you authority to do this? Uh-oh, you going to ask me, who I've been given authority by my father to do something, who gave it to me? So Jesus, being Jesus, and you know, he probably leaned his arm on something and just shook his head. And he said, I will ask you one question. Because I'm going to throw it back at you, brothers. I'm going to ask you one question. Answer me, and I will tell you by what authority I'm doing these things. So he asked him a question. John's baptism, you know, John the Baptist, was it from heaven or of human origin? Tell me that. You smart and intelligent and arrogant and conceited and misguiding, misleading, disrespectful chief priests, teachers, and law of the law and elders. So what did they do? They discussed it among themselves. They didn't call on God. They didn't call on anybody because you know their great intelligence that Jesus was just killing them with. They discussed it among themselves. They went to man. I would have went to the Lord, but they went to man and said, if we say from heaven, he will ask, and why didn't you believe him? Well, hey, you're close. Why didn't you believe him? Why didn't you go to heaven and ask where it came from so you could believe him? And maybe your eyes and your vision would have changed at who you were looking at. Maybe your tone and your conversation would have changed in respect, in awe, and reverence to who you were talking to, but you didn't. But if we say a human origin, they feared the people, for everyone held that John really was a prophet. Now, if you look at everyone, they knew more than these great teachers and chief priests and elders knew, because they knew everyone held that John really was a prophet. And he was. Problem is, they couldn't see that either. So they answered Jesus, we don't know. Well, you know, part of the deal was If you can answer the question, and they couldn't answer the question. So Jesus said to him, neither would I tell you by what authority I'm doing these things. Ain't none of your business. None of it was any of your business. Just believe in me. That's all I've been asking y'all to do the whole time I've been here. Just believe. Believe in the Father. You have seen the great work I've done. Just believe that I am who I say I am, who the prophet spoke of, who you hold the scribes and the laws of. So you know what? I won't tell you either, because you don't believe. And there would be no reason for me to tell you, because you have been doubters the whole time. I didn't tell you because I didn't know. Never been that problem. I knew what you was going to ask me. I didn't tell you because I didn't want to share it with you. Never been the problem. I'm here. I didn't tell you because you truly don't believe. And that's why you didn't know the answer to my question. Because if you would have believed, you would have known John was a prophet and it was a heavenly situation. But you didn't pay attention. You didn't know that John was blessed in the womb. You didn't know that I've been doing all these things not for my edification, as you have been doing things for your own edification and riches. I've been doing it for my Father's edification, where all the glory goes to, and you have been stealing glory, or should I say trying to steal glory, because that's why I'm here, to show you where the true glory goes to. So when you ask about this authority that I do things with, if you can't believe the simple stuff, why should I give you stuff that ain't even of this world? You saw me in the world. You see me doing the things in this world. Why should I give you the spiritual gift that you still can't even see the physical gift? Amen.